You're the one I wanna go to when I'm going crazy, yeah. By my side every night, boo. Forever my lady, yeah. Be my partner in crime, Bonnie and Clyde. Have the ride of your life, babe. Can't you see you were made for me?
Oh, yeah, but I got the same number though.
What?
What's up, good people? It is your favorite couple, right? The Stricklands, hanging out on this last day of Black History Month. You won't see this till March, but we did record it during Black History Month. And we are gonna do a mukbang today. We got some food. I'm gonna take.
I know, but they gotta see this in real time. It looks fire.
We got some food. Louise got jerk chicken. I got some curry chicken, and we got some spicy wings to share from Black-owned spot in Kansas City, Missouri. G's Jamaican Cuisine. It's off of 76 in Truce. And so yeah, we're excited. We're gonna eat, talk some Black history, hang out today. Y'all ready to have some fun? You gotta take a picture of your food before you.
Okay. It just looks so good. I just want to taste it. Picture. Picture. Picture.
Okay, so we'll talk in between bites and we'll hang out today. This is our first time having this? Oh, we had this before.
We had a lot of different at them. Hey, that jerk chicken is fire.
It's our first time having it.
That rice got a kick. Taste your rice. See if it's spicy like
I got excited. I thought, because I had pâtés,
Oh, they have
I thought they might have had Johnny cake. But he told me I had to go to Jamaica.
I'm weak. Wait, they had pâté though?
I just said that.
What kind?
They had chicken and beef. I don't really like pâté like that. Pâté is cool.
I like it.
I like Johnny cake.
That chicken is fire. Can we share?
You can have some.
You asked something real funny. Usually, you say no.
I know. It's only because it's on camera. So, what are you?
What?
Can you not do the cha-cha slide?
I wasn't cha-cha sliding.
Oh, what you was doing?
Well, when I eat it, if it's good, I always dance.
How has your Black History Month been so far?
It's been good.
It's over now. So.
It's over. It's too short, first of all, but it's been good. It's been calmer than normal. I feel like this Black History Month was really, really quiet. Like there wasn't a lot going on, like programs and different stuff or things to do.
Yeah, that's really because of COVID. What you got going on, dude?
It's good. How was your Black History Month? Okay.
Black History Month was cool. It was cool. It was definitely more chill. Like you said, it wasn't really a lot going on because of COVID. It's still surprising to me how many Christian organizations don't acknowledge Black History Month.
Yeah, that blows my mind. And there's a lot of pioneers for the Christian faith who are Black.
But they acknowledge like President's Day, or Memorial Day, or Labor Day, not Black History Month.
That is actually a good point. Why? Why do you think people don't do it? Do you think it's so they don't have to pick a token Black person to represent all Black people for the month?
No. That's not why they wouldn't celebrate it.
I think so. I think some Christian, I listened to us talk about this last year. I think some Christian organizations don't do something because then it's like, oh, you only do that because it's Black History Month, and you don't have Black people here all year round, only during Black History Month. So it's like, well, that looks bad too, but you should still do something. I thought you were going to do a Black History thing. He's tearing that chicken up. It's really good.
That's a good one.
It's spicy, spicy.
Ah, no, it ain't spicy. It's alright. I'm not sure. I think my only issue is like, Black history is important. In the faith, like it's part of. It's an important part of the Christian journey, honestly, especially in America. A lot of Black pioneers in the faith that have meant a lot to the church. And I think if you're gonna teach your congregation about people from Germany, i.e. Martin Luther or John Calvin,
and what is it? Dietrich. Who's it?
Dietrich Bonhoeffer.
Yeah, Dietrich. People love him.
Are you gonna teach your people about people from England? You know what I'm saying, like John Wesley and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you should teach your people about Black Americans in the faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that just makes sense. And the Black History Month is low hanging fruit.
It's hot. Mm-hmm.
Like it's not even that difficult. You ain't gotta pick a day. Like you literally have 28 days to do one or two things.
So you're saying if they acknowledge one or two people, that's good.
It's more than what they are doing.
But how would they go about starting? Yeah, I want to try yours. Your food looks good.
You just pick one.
Like this, talk about them or invite them? Like I'm confused.
What you mean invite them? I'm talking about people from Black history.
From history. Okay, I'm not. Okay, because I was talking about having Black people come and do
Black history.
I
just said acknowledge Black history.
Okay.
I never said you had to bring guests in or any of that. That's something that you made up when I said that.
That's interesting. Is it spicy?
No. Curry's not spicy.
I think I got leftover spice from mine. Mine's is really spicy. What's this?
It's chicken.
Oh. Okay, what's that one?
What are you talking about? That's cabbage. I ate the cabbage already.
Oh, okay, I have one at the bottom.
Sometimes Louise does that. I'll say something, and Louise makes up what she thinks I'm trying to say, and she acts like that's what I said.
I just be trying to understand. That's all.
No,
don't kill me for understanding.
No, it's not understanding. You made up a whole scenario that I never even said.
Yes, you did.
Huh?
I said.
You said
yes,
what?
you did.
I didn't. I said it's crazy how Christian organizations don't celebrate Black History Month.
Yeah.
And in your mind, I said it's crazy how Christian organizations don't bring Black people in to speak for Black History Month.
Because they celebrate.
No, that's not the only way to celebrate.
That's true.
Like I said, see how she just said, yeah. No, like those are two completely different statements.
I see what you're saying. If you could do whatever you wanted for Black History Month, what would it be?
Go to Africa.
Where?
I'll go the whole month.
No, I said where. Oh, so you just...
Yeah, go to Ghana, go to Nigeria, go to Kenya, South Africa,
Zimbabwe, Mozambique,
Tanzania, Morocco, Egypt.
Now you're just trying to stop. I know all the countries in there.
No.
I know, I'm just kidding. Okay, but if you had to...
Lame.
If you could do something for other people, what would it be?
Take them to Africa.
Okay. You have a budget now, right?
No, I'm trying to do anything.
Okay, as a college you currently work for, what would you do for Black History Month?
Educate.
So...
Things like programs or, you know what I'm saying, like daily Black History, your Black History person today is, stuff like that.
That would be cool. That'd be really cool.
Cause like...
That chicken was cool. That's alright. Something hit me in the back of my throat.
Let me see what this jerk talking about. You gotta eat the skin, Louise.
I don't.
Yes, you do. That's
It's
why you
too
don't think
soft.
the chicken's good.
No, the chicken's fire. On this, my jerk chicken's really
No,
good.
I'm talking about the wing you just had. You didn't eat the...
You tried to take, I can tell you tried to take all that food.
I took a piece.
What you think? Eat some of my rice.
Why?
It's different than yours.
I don't need help.
You need a lot.
Why are you looking
What
at
do
me
you
like
think?
that? It's right. I like the curry better.
What? Do you think it's spicy?
Yeah, the jerky is spicy. It's decent. I'm surprised you ain't doing like this. Baby lips and McGee. You know how you do. There you go.
It's like hot, like fresh out the.
No, it ain't that hot, bro.
Mine's this.
No, it ain't. I just ate it.
You gotta get it right here because that's where the heat was packing at. This part right here. You got a bone?
Mm-hmm.
What is the best? Okay, growing up, I know you're older than so. I
Answer your question.
Wait, what was my question?
What would you do?
For Black kids, I agree. I would go to Africa, but a part of me would rather just go places here where Black culture is known for. So just experience Black culture in America too, because I think the hard part was Black History Month, and I've talked about it a long time ago with some friends. But if you're African, it's like you still celebrate Black History Month, but it's different for you. So I would like to enjoy culture here.
How's it different?
Because they don't have the same exact struggle. So I think they see it from a different side. So my friend was like, I know that I'm not Black, I'm African. They're like, so Black American is different than being African because your roots are, where you were raised is a different place.
For sure. But I mean, you said they celebrate Black History Month different.
No, I said I feel like they would.
That was my question.
How?
Yes.
Because they have a different history than us.
Okay.
So I feel like growing up, Black history has always been about realizing that we are not just from slaves. Like we come from brilliant minds, like inventors and people who are first-time creators and entrepreneurs and people who do all these wonderful things. But if you're from Africa, like you may know that already. Like it's not you. I don't know if they're necessarily told like, oh, you come from slave. Like slavery is the beginning of your history, because they're still home.
Yeah, but they're still colonized. I think it just depends on who your teacher is. Because like part of my Black
This
history,
almost
like
took me
knowledge
out.
is, it's like I always think about pre-slavery Africa as part of Black history. So like I think
See,
of people
I
like
naturally
Mansa.
don't.
I think of people like Mansa Musa.
You
I
love
think of
him.
Egypt. I think of Kush. I think of the Moors. Like I've always thought of people other than, you know what I'm saying, just Black Americans as part of Black history.
See, I don't. Like I think of like, even though slavery happened, we did a lot of great things, and we're gonna celebrate those great things.
Got you. And but why do you think that is?
I don't know. Probably because that's how I felt growing up. Like I don't think I've ever been to a Black History program. They're talking about, well, in Africa or in these places, that's abnormal.
For your experience?
But you're saying that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
Where? And we went to the same school.
Everywhere. Just when we talked about it at church, when we talked about it, my teachers, we would talk about like part of the you're not just slaves was what you were before. And so that's always been a part of my learning. This is a mukbang, not a dance-a-thon.
This is a mukbang, not a dance. You want to dance too?
No.
Throw that. Don't stop. May I have another napkin? My rice is real, like, they ain't play. I'm glad I took that medicine so I didn't have a headache. should tell them about your Black History news. What do you think?
Oh, what?
No, what do you think? Or how do you think the Bible and Black history meet together?
I don't think there's necessarily a correlation. Where it's like the Bible's not intended to be about Black history. It's about the history of Israel, and then Jesus as a byproduct of that history. I think that you can do Black history in the Bible, though, so you can highlight people of African descent that were important in the Bible. And you can talk about, and especially I think it's a good time to remind believers and non-believers that, like, Christianity is not a white man's religion. So you could point to people like the Ethiopian eunuch. You could point to people like Joseph, who helped carry Jesus' cross. You could point to, almost everybody in the Old Testament. Samson married 2 African women. Solomon had African wives. So you can point to those things to show like there's a presence. Talking about Esther. Yeah, she was probably most likely African. So you can point to those things to show like there was a Black presence in the original audience and in the original context of the Bible. I think Black churches do a great job at making Black history important.
I think so too.
This Sunday morning at my grandma's church, I
And even last night.
was part of we had to do Black history presentations.
You have to do a presentation? Who did you do yours on?
I did Marcus Garvey.
Okay, perfect.
So, but I think that's like, and then you have to, usually if it wasn't COVID, they will have an African day where they wear the African garbs. And
Your church is really good for that. St. Peter, they do very well celebrating. That is true.
So I think that's something that was just birthed out of the Black church and like why the Black church exists. You know what I'm saying? Like the Black church exists because the churches in America were racist, right? Like many Black people came to know Christ and they wouldn't let them in their church, and so that's where Black church comes from.
Sorry, I gotta sit down. I'm full. What?
You was doing all that dancing.
And I'm full. I already ate a lot
Now you
of
gotta
food.
sit down.
Cause I'm
Like you the nutty professor or something.
my stomach is super full, and my mouth is hot.
I thought it
I
wasn't that hot.
I drink too much of my juice.
Nah,
You
whatever.
see the peach tea? I drink too much. And you know how growing up you can't have your drink before your food. That's why. Cause I ain't gonna be able to eat all my food now because I drink too much
Oh,
tea.
is that what happened?
Yeah.
I doubt it. You weren't gonna eat all your food before you even opened it.
Yes, and I ate one of the spicy wings. If I would have ate the spicy wing, I would have more room for my actual food.
You still got a whole half chicken.
Nope, it's not a lot. It looks like a lot. It's not a. That's all bone. This all bone.
That's not bone.
The only part that's meat right here.
See, you don't know how to get to know meat, bro. That's
This
why I
is a
can't
little.
eat chicken
It's a
with
little
you.
meat in there, but you know, it
I
lives.
can't eat chicken with you,
You
bro.
live to fight another day.
I hate watching her eat chicken, bro. Cause she leaves
'Cause
so
I don't eat it
much
like Black
meat.
people.
I wouldn't want to say that.
I don't leave a lot of meat. Got another bone. I heard it. That's the only thing that I don't like about that. I don't need them surprise little bones. Them the ones that take you out.
How do they take you out? Where do they take you to?
They cut your gums. They get stuck in your throat. You probably even choke on them. My throat.
Excuse her. She's 4.
Yeah. Okay, so you're talking about St. Peter doing the Thanksgiving thing. So you said
I didn't say anything about Thanksgiving.
the Black History, right? It's late. So
It's not that
you
late.
like how Black churches celebrate Black History?
I think it's important. And
I think
you
so,
guys
too.
about Black history and Christianity.
How do you, if a church isn't, then what can they do? Like how, as a regular member, or just somebody visiting, you be like, dang, y'all not doing nothing for Black History Month? What What can they do?
I mean, low-hanging fruit is putting somebody in a bulletin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
putting somebody up
It's
on the
not
website.
hard.
Yeah. You can highlight one of your African-American members.
That's
You
what
know what I'm saying?
I don't know if St. Peter only does that for Black History.
No, they do it all year.
The Living
Literally,
Legend.
they do it all
I
year.
think that is so dope. So shout out to St. Peter. They do this thing, and Justin can tell you more because I didn't go there. I just visited with him since we were married. But they do this thing where they call it like Living Legend, and they celebrate someone at the church who's like literally a living legend who have done great things and impacted a lot of people. Because I remember when Grandmommy went, I was like, this is so dope. Like when she was honored as a living legend, and like their family come, they talk about them, they share stories and they take pictures, and it's to me it's a big deal.
They present them like a little plaque.
They get an award, like something meaningful, because I think a lot of times, and I don't know if it's only the Black church, but what I do notice about Black History Month is a lot of times people are overlooked when they're alive, and then when they die, it's like they were so important to Black history, they were important to the history of our school, our church, or whatever, but the person may have never known that while they were living. So I really appreciate that they do that. You should definitely give people their flowers while they're alive.
No, I agree. I think I was just reading about Zora Neale Hurston, and they said she died penniless.
Mm-hmm. Literally.
And
Yeah.
But she's like one of the most prolific authors of her time. Like
She is crazy.
she's
Even
probably
now.
she has more published works than even Langston Hughes.
That's crazy. I did not know that. But I knew that she was she was a great author at the time, and she had a lot of historical and cultural pieces. But she would have, she would never guess that she would have been so important to the culture when she was alive.
Yeah, I think some of that has to do with culture. We just don't do a great job at honoring our elderly.
Yeah.
Some of that is taught. That sauce is spicy.
Is the sauce is spicy?
Mm-hmm. Some of that is taught. I think we're still breaking barriers of slave culture, which is crazy to say, but like part of slave culture is when you get old, you lose value.
That's interesting. I wonder what's in there. Yeah, it is true. That's crazy. We still have to deal with slave culture all this time down the road, like just the impact.
Mm-hmm.
This group I was in, this Black girl group, they were talking about, somebody made a post and said, is it only my family, or is all y'all experiencing how your family used to be close when you were little and your grandma was alive, and then when whoever the matriarch or patriarch passed away, like I all kind of fall apart. And this one comment, it caught my attention. She said, we tried to still have family reunion and Sunday dinner after my grandma passed, but it just wasn't the same because nobody was there to hold us together. So I feel like maybe within family units, not everybody, but they are more likely to honor like the old people in their family, the grandparents.
Just depends. It depends. I think it definitely depends. I think the idea of a matriarch and that kind of thing is true. Yeah, I think that's true and definitely exists. I have both. I have a family where we have a clear matriarch.
Definitely grandma.
But also on my dad's side, I mean, we have a patriarch and a matriarch.
Yeah, I was thinking I would hit both. On my side, it's just out here. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a matriarch. You have
My
a matriarch?
mama?
Huh?
My mama?
No, your grandmother.
Oh.
She's definitely a matriarch. The
That's
activity that happens at her house, how many people are around.
No, okay, that's fair. She would definitely consider me.
Definitely
Because my grandpa passed away, so it was not like he could still leave. That's true. That's a good point, my grandmother. The one that I'm named after. Grandma Louise. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I didn't say anything.
You said.
I didn't do any of that.
You did fix your eyebrows.
So yeah, so I don't know. I think that I think Black History is a great moment to do both, to honor and to look back at those who have come before, to honor those that are here. But I think it's also a great time to reflect on, as a culture, what we can do to keep moving forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've made great strides, but we
We're not
obviously
there
still
yet.
got some ways to go. It's crazy the barriers we're still breaking. I think I
Yeah.
just heard yesterday, or that was this morning. My little sister did the first Black governor from Georgia. in 2020.
Yeah.
2021, I'm sorry. He just got
That's true.
the first black governor in Georgia. Like, that's crazy to think about.
That we're still having
We're still having first.
in relation to culture or race or ethnicity.
Yeah, like
that's
bonkers. And so, I mean, I think that's kind of my take from this month was just I did a lot of reflecting on Black history and Black culture and just trying to think of ways that I can help the community and help our people move forward.
Yeah, I think the one thing that's been super good about this Black History Month is how much I've seen it on social media. Like before, I don't think not as many of the people I follow would post. Like they may do a Happy Black History Month or a general post, but I've been seeing more like on Instagram and Facebook about the not as popular Black people who made history. So not the Madam C.J. Walker and Martin Luther Kings, but the people that you may have never heard about. So I think that's been really, really cool. Like, okay, like as a culture, I feel like a lot of people are becoming more interested in like the untold story of Black history or something. One thing that I did want to watch that I did not, PBS, they did a special, I don't know what they call it. They did a series or whatever on the Black church in America.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that.
Yes, I saw it on
I didn't get no phone call.
Facebook. They didn't hit you up? They missed out. They probably was rushed. You know, they tried to do something last minute because I just saw it last week. But they did a special on the Black church in America, and they I think they had like Kirk Franklin. There's a lot of different people talking about the Black church, like about its impact on culture, like how, like you were talking about the after slavery situation, its impact on music and dance and like shouting even. So the clip I saw was like, this is going to be good, but I didn't get to watch it. But I am going to because we can watch it together because you'll like it too. So yeah.
Okay. That's kind of it. What'd you think about the food?
I thought it was good. Mine was spicy. That rice had a kick to it. My lips weren't burning, but my tongue was very, very hot. It was fire. I don't like the little bones in the chicken. I almost want.
That's always a problem because what they do is they boil it so that meat starts falling off the bone and stuff. And so
Boiled chicken.
Yeah, that's how they cook it like that. That's why it's so tender.
See, but theirs is good, but I would never just boil some chicken.
You boil it and then you cook it. You grill it and stuff afterward.
But you let it get tender through the boiling. Yeah. It was good though.
At least that's what I think. Somebody might correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Yeah,
somebody might correct me if I'm wrong.
We do.
I think that's how they get it to fall off the bone like that.
I don't know. It was good though. They seasoned it very well. The rice was fire. It had a little spice to it. Everything was really good.
Hey.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. So that's, you know what I'm saying, that's our Black History Mukbang, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for joining us, and we got more fire content coming your way. Oh, buy some merch, man. You see it? You want to be in the crew? You want to join the crew? Mm-hmm. Buy some merch, man. You got a little money, a little extra money. We got some more merch coming out. We got some fitness stuff coming out. Just tune in, man. Lock in. We growing it, y'all. We growing it. We loving y'all along the way. Thank y'all for joining us. And we out. Hey, drop a person in the comments that you respect, that you thought about, that you learned about this Black History Month. Drop one name that you learned about, maybe 2 or 3 this Black History Month. And if you didn't learn nobody, Google somebody and put somebody in the comments. All right? Love y'all. We out.
Bye. I'm full, but I'm just going to eat just one little bit more.
You see this right?